Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is related to brute force attacks. So what is the brute force attack? Brute force attack is the activity that is performed to find any username, password or directory on the web page or any encryption key but by just hit and trial method, right? The duration of the attack will vary according to the length of the sensitive data that needs to be sought. If attempts are made being for a simple password or a username, this may take short time, or for complex expressions, it may take long. So, brute force attacks are basically divided into two categories. Online brute force attack. In online brute force attacks, the attacker and victim are online at the same time and they contact each other depending on the situation. It is possible to categorize these attacks as active and passive. So, passive online brute force attacks. In this, the attacker and victim are on the same network but they do not have direct contact with each other. Okay, so usually attacker tries to obtain the password in passive ways without establishing a one-on-one connection with the victim machine. We can give the following examples of this type of attack, that is man in the middle. So in this attack style, traffic related to the environment and the target machine is listened to and then password etc. is attempted to be captured. Next is sniffing. They are effective if there is a connection on the same network and a network tool such as hub is used in the system because it sends a package to all the ports. The whole LAN can see this package, and if tools such as switches are used, then these tools will filter what is to be sent to the target system, and sniffing is not effective here. Next is active online brute force attacks. So here the attacker communicates directly with the victim machine and makes the necessary trials to the relevant service on the victim machine. For example, user password attempts made to web server, email server, or any servers can be given as an example for this title. So this is a very advantageous way for simple passwords, but it usually does not work for strong passwords in the short term. Online brute force attacks. Offline brute force attacks. They are used for previously captured, encrypted, or hashed data. In this, the attacker does not need to establish an active connection directly with the victim machine, and they can perform an offline attack on the password. By capturing packets on the wireless network, by capturing a packet on the MITM attack, dumping hashes from this to this, SAM or this. Okay, so dictionary attack, problem caused by the common passwords. This is an attack method that usually occurs as a result of more than one or more person using the same password accidentally, right? Then brute force attacks are a method performed by trying all possibilities in certain range by one. Okay, then is rainbow table attacks. We should keep in mind that all password possibilities in a certain range are calculated with the relevant function in the rainbow attack. For example, we should calculate the MD5 values of all possible passwords up to 4 digits in advance. Okay, so what is the name given of the password cracking method that uses a pre-calculated hash table to crack the password? That is, pre-calculated hash table is a dictionary attack or a rainbow table attack. Rainbow table attack. Next lecture is protocols and services that can be attacked by brute force. So people can attack web application login pages, RDP services, SSH services, mail server login pages, LDAP, database services, web application home directories, DNS servers, etc. So what is the name of the attack in which attack is usually made on the protocol running on this in order to obtain a session on a Linux server? What is the name of attack that the attackers usually made? Web login. protocols in the lesson. What is protocol for SSH? Okay. So SS protocol, SSH. Those attacks are called as SSH service brute. Brute force. Secure file transfer, that is secure cell connections, and is also used by SFTP. Right. Moving on to the next lecture, the tools that are used in brute force attack. Aircrack NG is a cracking program that can recover this bit WEP key once enough encrypted packets have been gathered. John the Ripper is a tool that is designed to help system administrators to find weak passwords. Okay, John the Ripper. Loft Crack, that is a tool for cracking Windows passwords. Hashcat supports 5 unique modes of attacks for over this highly optimized hashing algorithms. Next, Ncrack is a tool for cracking network authentication. Hydra is a parallelized login cracker which supports numerous protocols to attack and is very fast and flexible. Okay, so how to avoid brute force attacks, we'll do this in the next lecture. Subscribe the channel for more such videos as we post videos daily at 1:30 a.m. in the morning.